Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out with super welterweight. Yes, you heard me correctly. Super welterweight, incredibly tall super welterweight in Hamzah Sheeraz. Hamzah, you dazzled again at the weekend, kept your unbeaten record intact against Ryan Kelly in Birmingham on Saturday night. Before we talk about the fight itself, how much pressure were you under following the Tete Casimero fight?
It was a bit, because coming in the training room, everyone's like, oh, there's upsets happening, and it's that little mental edge it kind of gives you. But apart from that, I knew the preparation went well and everything, so it was all good.
I think it probably surprised a lot of people how willing you were to engage Kelly on the inside. He's obviously shorter, more compact. It's his game. But you were happy to take him on the inside. What was the thinking behind that?
I was boxing him, but I said in an interview I was boxing, but I didn't feel like it was getting me anywhere. So I thought, listen, I need to switch it up now. And while I was on the job, that's what I done. I switched it up, and then I kind of took it to him. And I think that helped me in my advantage, because he weren't expecting that. And yeah, man, it got me the win eventually in the end.
Do you work a lot on your inside game in the gym with Terry Dunstan? Because you look quite capable in there, especially for someone so tall.
For this fight, honestly, we didn't at all. Our plan was to it'd be expected 6'3", keeping at the end of the jab. But like I said, I didn't feel like I was doing anything, and I wanted to make it a bit more of an exciting fight instead of it just being me boxing around, boxing the head off and keeping it boring, because the fans are paying at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? It's all about entertaining, and that's what I wanted to do. So yeah, man, I just switched it up in the fight. I thought, fuck it, let's go, kind of thing.
What about that right hand that you landed towards the end, that kind of step back and then throw the shoulder into it? Was that something you'd worked on in the gym?
I learned that from him in the fight, because I think I threw a double jab and he slipped and he just missed, and I thought, all right, I'm going to keep that for later. And then I could tell he was trying to set that up. That's why I was only popping out the single jabs. And then I thought, let me just switch it up on him, and then boom, and it worked. And as soon as it done, it landed beautifully. And then yeah, I finished it off from there.
So you took his weapon away from him.
I learned from him.
Having done that, is there now a pressure to kind of fast track a little bit, because you've beaten Ryan Kelly, who's former Midlands area champion? You're still quite young into your career, but it was such a good display. I think there's going to be pressure now to go for at least an English title, if not higher.
I don't think there's no pressure at all, to be honest with you. I'll just listen to whatever Andy says. Do you know what I mean? There's no pressure. We could realistically even go back down to 8 round. I'm not saying I'm going to do that, go back to 8 rounders and just building my CV up as well at the same time. But listen, whatever the weather, I'm not too fussed. I'm one of them fellas who just do anything at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? I'll get in there, and as long as I carry on racking up these wins, that's all that matters at the end of the day.
We spoke to Troy Williamson earlier, who's obviously at your weight. He talks about fights that could be easily made within the Frank Warren stable. Your name came up, JJ Metcalf's name came up. The three of you are all at the same weight, of course. Is that kind of the domestic clashes that take your fancy?
I told you I'm not one to be calling that name. It's something I will never do. So they can keep calling me out, do whatever they want. But at the end of the day, I'm not one to keep calling out names. I like to keep it professional at the end of the day. But regardless of whatever, I'll get in there and I'll do my thing. And that's the main thing at the end of the day. I could stand here and be calling him out, do you know what I mean, and saying, oh, I want to do this to him, I want to do that to him. But the main thing that matters is, like I said, I'll get in there and get the wins, man. So they're good fights as well. Don't get it wrong. Me versus him would be a brilliant fight at the end of the day. But listen, I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm not saying this. Whatever Andy Allen says, whatever Frank Warren says, sit down with them. Whoever's in front of me, whoever gets in my way, whoever's stopping me from achieving my dream, and I get a match with them, they have to get beat, simple as.
What areas of your game do you feel you still need to improve on? What are you focusing on?
There's still everything. Long range boxing, close range boxing, everything, man. There's always something to be worked on, do you know what I mean? Every day we work on the little things. I mean, even like a slight adjustment of the feet or the hands or anything. Just everything. Every day we're always learning and always improving.
You're probably still growing as well. How long do you see yourself holding the weight at 154, 11 stone?
I reckon I'll make it for another. Well, I can't tell you how long, but I know I'll make it for a good few more fights until I move up. So yeah, man.
How hard is it?
It's hard, but I do it healthy. I don't kill myself to do it. But yeah, man, I'm not going to lie and say here it's easy to make the weight and that, because that'd be a massive lie. Do you know what I mean? But nah, I make the weight, I make it healthy, and that's the main thing that matters.
You've got a big frame, so I'm guessing moving up through the weights is something in your future, if not immediate future.
Yeah, no, 100% more. I'd be stupid to be holding this weight for like another 4 years or something stupid like that. Do you know what I mean? Until I have to start killing myself to make weight, I won't move up.
Until that point, though, how much of an advantage is it being so tall, 11 stone? You get very few your height.
It's an advantage, but the thing is, I don't mind engaging on the inside as well. So even if one day it's not working, and I don't feel this way, like I did against Ryan Kelly, I'll fight on the inside more. I'm more than willing to do that as well. So yeah, it's not an issue at all, man.
We've asked you this before. I think we've asked you every time we've interviewed you, but we still want people to join the journey and watch how your career's progressing. So how can they find you on social media?
Hamzah Sheeraz Box on Instagram, Hamzah_Sheeraz on Twitter, and HS Boxing on Snapchat. So follow me and follow the journey as well.
Brilliant. We appreciate your time, and we look forward to watching you in action next year.
Thank you very much.